TenStar by picking up map number 1, 14-12. It's been a long series and definitely a crushing one for TenStar to not gain control of in the end, but what a start to this. 3 quick kills, and it's Fireflux on the back foot.
Yep, nice angle. They get info on the spike up in top mid as well. That is that's the last thing you want to have happen in a piss round. Maniac now finds one as well, and I was gonna ask coming into it. Now they've shown it here. Like, how are we gonna be seeing mid control? A little slip up, a little bit of over aggression, maybe just feeling out one another here to kick things off, trying to anticipate things coming into it. 1-for-1 trade so far as the push continues down towards A main. Sociable does manage to find another. Able to get in on towards side as well, and it's completely clear for that to take. Maniac is the only one there, and as we said, he is going to be playing the Killjoy in this one, so maybe lacking aggression, which we like to see from him last time around. Spectre, though, in his hands, still working phenomenally.
That's good work. The 3v3 still possible on either side, but the spike needs to be planted. 30 seconds. We just heard the call for it. The push, attempted retake from TenStar before that spike is on the floor. They moved forward, forced out some utility, one way up above the door. And Fireflux, well, they're just pumping the brakes here on the site, waiting for that re-aggression to come back through, waiting for those players to make their way through the one way so Woot can just
coming through here as well. It is smoked off, so buying himself a little more time on the backside of it. Here comes the Jet, though, pushing through and forward, but nothing found thus far.
Sociable made it up and over. The push into the site is good. Space being taken here. Spectre's up close. That's exactly where you wanted to be. Maniac is down. And TenStar, well, they're going to realize they cannot compete for this site anymore. It's time to go back and play that retake. Run the clock all the way back down. They've at least managed to pick up a kill elsewhere on the map. That rotation as the op comes into short. And they're in a great position now with the man advantage.
Right here.
Smart for Bolt to wait for his teammates. A arguably forgettable game. Last one, not one he's going to be riding home about. Hopefully he's going to get something going this time around. Sturban, though, solid peek comes up and over. Nice timing on that one, too. Finds the double. And now a 2v1, the 1v2 for Stakes to find. Again, mid control fully in the hands of Fireflux, but how do they make use of it? Once again, it translates instantly into a push over towards A.
Yeah, they've already made it past the Killjoy utility. At least that was towards short. There's still some on A main, but not going to be activated. Obviously, this ultimate, the null command, canceling every piece of util out, stopping TenStar from, well, even slowing them down. That flank needs a few more seconds to be bought, and that's where the distraction play comes in. The Killjoy ultimate. Sturban, though, he's managed to thread his way up behind as well, and 3 kills found, secures this round. You have to imagine.
Yeah.
Lockdown has got all 3. If he can hunt them down,
he's got to go for it.
He's got to go fast. He's got to find every single player. They're tucked in the corners. Their weapons are... And then you win the pistol. It makes up for it. It's a pretty forgiving game in that sense, but also a pretty punishing one because you've got to be consistent in how you get those rounds up.
Sure. Well, we're 40 seconds in. A few bullets been fired, but no damage really done so far up until now. Here comes the push through middle once more. Woot is there. Finds one. Gingy finds another, but there's the response we were waiting for. Stakes can't be working together. Solid crossfire setup as they take down a couple. Now the push is going to be coming through towards A, but towards B, sorry, but they already have Killjoy there ready and waiting.
Spike down.
Yeah, Nano Swarm kill even coming through. Bullets not needed for Maniac to close that out. In the round now, you gotta take
it's a couple of minutes.
Yeah, exactly. And if you need to go to the toilet and you're waiting there 20 minutes for that tech pause, you're gonna hate yourself. Great shot through the smoke as well. What is that return? TenStar have come through with 3 kills. I don't even know what's happening. Blink of an eye, and the advantage is for the defenders.
I mean, it's a repeat round of last one, really, except for the first kill coming through in favor of Fireflux. It's the crossfire setup between Soba and Jet here that just completely catches Fireflux off guard. They knew, I mean, they were set up in pretty much the exact same spot that they were in the previous round, sitting on the backside of the wall ready and waiting. Sticks now does finally fall, making a 2v2 with an ult available on the side of Yetier, but he goes down.
A big kill. Fireflux stalled out massively now with the spike left down in middle. Sociable has 1 shot in that operator to work with for now. A reload needed after.
30 seconds left.
With 30 seconds, the spike only now being retrieved, and I don't think he can even make it through B main. Oh, only now being retrieved. I don't think he can even make it through B main with the nano swarms and the straight push to A. Well, yeah, I was thinking he needs to go, and by the time he gets to the site, he has to plant right away.
Yeah.
So this should be the easiest cancel.
There should be no way Jet lost. Even if he goes down, they win the round. Gonna just peek it. Given up for free. Push comes through. Is there a dash to follow? Flash comes through. Dash comes through. Build the stair though. Kagpi finds the second, and once again, I mean, this is a lot more well controlled. Now the 100 Qs to come through. First one falls. Yes, he does manage to get one in return. Remember, there are ults up on the side of Fireflux as well here.
Yeah, some safety nets. They might need one of those to catch them now because they were definitely falling. Steps made here. B main, clearly where the push is coming through, and the reveal confirms it. Odin rattling away, and a Nano Swarm. That's going to end his life, but he sprays away and stops it from popping. Another attempt and another failure. The ultimate used here buys them a bit of space, a little bit of information. They're going to attempt to flank off of it, but this is so expected.
I was gonna say, it's a lot of info to get that. Oh, they're in spawn. Oh, okay. In case we were wondering, then that's where we're gonna be expecting them from. At least they isolate some angles, but you can see with the market being played by Yeti here, it's gonna be a full four-man push through main. You'd have to imagine.
That it certainly is. The success of that. Well, it comes down to these fights, and with Sturban left on 30, it's almost guaranteed the Odin should be able to close the catwalk completely. But moving towards main, a flash over, another flash primed and ready. And they'll be making their way through. Ooh, Kagpi with an interesting peek, a good attempt, and a good opportunity, but in the end, he's just lost some HP, and the site is going to Fireflux. Oh!
Now, okay, so one does go down. Cryptic able to find one again. Plant not quite there just yet, but still they're committed to it. Maniac finds a double, able to fend off at least for a little while longer. Sociable wants to get across to try and see if he can get the spike there, but that's not gonna happen because both is there to hold it up. Yes, that was gonna be at least a plan, but nothing comes to follow. Crossfire's been working so far. In and around mid, Pieces maintain control of. Here comes the push through. Oh, towards B though.
Oh, that's spray from Styx. Yeah, he was trying to follow the ult as the pulses come out. In the end, though, he pays a pretty heavy price for it, down to 2 HP. This 6th round for Fireflux looking likely, and that lockdown, well, it does wonders for them, buying them a ton more time, a counter on the other side. And I mean, they don't have anything on 10 star to deal with that ult, but players in the back of the site were asleep. They weren't watching the lockdowns. Well, it's going to grab one. Sturban trapped again with 30 HP. I don't know how he ends up in this position every single time, having to clutch it out for the team and failing. With the push forward, and that's being heard. Maniac's calling for support, but he's peeked into Sturban. The kill is his. The fall back, it's going to be cut off, though. Sturban's stuck inside of main. Yeah, well, maybe he's not stuck inside of main. Well, yes, he is. He absolutely is. He's dead now.
Down he goes. Kagpi instantly there to follow, though. So an awkward 2v4 situation once again. It's Locks, hard to play around. And what was a 2v4? It's now a 2v2 as a matter of fact. Styx able to stay put. Does he find one more? Jin Z is low HP, and DT does. Finds the third. Will they find the last? They have a good indication of where Yeti is. But able to get a burst off on the first one. Headshot connected on the second. A 1v1, but with the spike not planted yet, it's going to be a hard one.
Start to creep towards this A site. They've not given too much away yet, but Fireflux will rotate in. Send that extra player to try and help out. Sociable is going to be caught in the Vandal. Spotted. Paranoia missed by an inch. And Bold managed to walk out with the kill, and that was a little bit of a YOLO play from the Omen. There's no one there to back him up.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I guess I like the idea in the sense that no one knew he was going to be that close, but unfortunately it doesn't really work out. As you said, should have probably waited for the cavalry to arrive, but now they're here. 4v5 retake, no ults available. Sturban does find one. Cryptic instantly there, though. Find one in return.
Okay, they're keeping this competitive at least. That Vandal still dancing around, but as it falls, so too do the chances of this round going their way.
Fed across with the knife coming through. All of them suppressed, if even but for a moment. Now ult comes through as well as the push comes in towards side. Sturban does manage to find the first. Denying one. Jin Z from under heaven finds the second. So a good denial, but here comes the return.
Sturban's on his way back towards the site now after the late kill, but there's no one else left to kill, I thought. And Bolt stepped on up, managed to find one, grab the spike, avoid the ult, and then ult himself back over towards the B site. Nice and clean plant, and well, this is shaped up to be a pretty decent position for this man. Sturban was the player pushing B main, catching the flanker late into the round. Now he's the last man alive, having to go back into this site. He spotted Bold as well. A good shot through the wall. Bold's got to go. That reveal could be dangerous, but it hasn't managed to spot him. Not as he makes his way down to the site, tucks away behind the boxes, and although the spray came through just moments ago, that was a... Well, the lead is theirs, but this is going to be an equal buy on both sides, and Sociable has lost his life immediately. The short push doubled up on, and it's got nothing. That reveal certainly not landing where it was supposed to. A flash up and over from Jin. He's dead. Side swipe by Maniac. Great pace change by TENSTAR, and it has worked flawlessly.
And you called it perfect. The fact that they aggro play up towards Catwalk in towards A, there's nothing.
They're just like jogging down the street. It's a lot of sense. Especially when you're going to be the one that's getting attacked. Oh, nice. Oh, no! Bold, what are you doing? They used up
I was going to say, that was...
utility. It was clear that they were stopping the push, and then he went, I'm in! I'm sending it, boys!
There were skulls and signs with landmines on going into that push. At least be a big part of the deciding factor in how this one turns out. Lockdown comes through. Counter lockdown, you'd have to imagine to follow. There we go. Drone comes through, finds one as well. But, okay, extra committed utility with the Hunter's Fury, trying to deny it here, but not gonna happen, forcing them off.
Yeah, attacker Killjoy ult is destroyed, but defender stays online, and well, it's for TENSTAR. They've stalled it out, they pumped the brakes, and they've sold a fake. The A side is going to be pushed on afterwards, and the entirety of this defensive side is rotated. Fireflux have decided for a retake on A, and they're going to be forced to play it with the exception of the player who was stuck down below.
I love how sometimes you don't have to do anything actively yourself in order to sell a fake. You just stand around for a little while longer, and all of a sudden the mind of the opponent is working in your favor. Maniac trying to hold the close angle on the door. Does he expect that, or do they not? Wood is there. Or second peeks to the right. Does he swing in though? Going straight for the door. They are two players looking to try and make a playthrough on in and around Switch, but you'd have to imagine this goes in the favor of Maniac. Oh, as I say that, first shot missed. Doesn't get the second either. Now with with the Paranoia coming through, able to stay alive despite it. But it's also coordination. How well they play this together now. Hackbait pushes forward. Goes for one instantly on the switch, trying to see if he can close the door. Manages to do so. Straight back 1-for-1.
Maniac does a good job though here. This is the hope the TENSTAR needed. Sturban! He is putting an end to that. Shutting down the push. The spike stalled. And Fireflux seemed to have complete...
See if they opt to aggress, which looks like that's exactly what they're doing here.
Oh yes, absolutely. Running back into this B site. The op was waiting for them. They've at least dealt with Sturban, the man that's caused them so many problems in the past. Bladestorm up and online. Sociable on his way. 3 kills already. He could be acing this to close it out. Still has that off to fall back to, but he doesn't need it. Not yet. Not now.